Okay, so the plan for the day is we're going over to Omar's shop in Emeryville, California. So let me give you a quick background story on these rims, on these wheels that I have him building up. This set of rims were basically donated to me from one of the viewers on this channel, Robert Ehrenbeck. Thanks again, Robert, really appreciate that. I made a video discussing some of the older Pacenti Brevet rims. They were the real boxy section ones, and how they were developing cracks. Just a quick reminder, this is the old style. It's got the flat profile. This is the new one, and you can see it's got more of a rounded curve. So anyway, he had a set of the same rims and wasn't using them anymore, so offered them to me for the price of shipping. As all of you know, I'm building up the 650B all-road bike. So I'm gonna take those rims and create my first set of 650B wheels out of them. But this first set is just to get started. It will not have the generator hub. That'll be part of a future build. So Omar went out and found some really nice used hubs. So let's head in there now and take a look and see what he's done for me. Knock, knock. Is anybody here? Oh, wow. So what did you end up doing to make these wheels work?
Basics, like measured the... Oh, actually,
I mean, tell me what they are. What are they?
So, I actually don't know what these Pacenti rims are as far as what model they are. You gave them to me, so
Yeah.
I was just like, yeah, these things are pretty. Let's build them up.
And what you found some used hubs?
Yeah, there's a local a bike kitchen, and if I go in there, they usually just give me 2 big boxes and say, "Have at it." And sometimes I find some gold in there, at least for projects like this where you don't really want to dish out too much money for a hub. But here we have found a Shimano 600 hub, which I love these because they have the 3-tone Shimano 600 thing in there with the green, blue, and dark blue. I just love that.
That is nice.
I don't know.
What's the 600 era from, or 600 series?
I'd have to jump on to the internet to figure that out. I believe it was like 90s, like 88, 89, 90, something like that.
Okay.
But they phased, 600 became, I think, Ultegra at some point. I don't exactly remember when that happened.
Okay. So was there anything special you had to do, like with the spokes, or was that pretty...
Well, no, I did what I always do, which is this pretty standard lacing 3-cross pattern on all sides using DT competition spokes. It's just a solid way to go without being too heavy, and it's not too expensive to build it this way. I don't know.
They look nice, and these are they're 130 in the back.
130 in the back.
So standard road stuff.
Standard road stuff, and coolest thing is they were pretty much close to free on the hubs, just because they probably came out of a tacoed wheel that someone was like, just get me a new wheel, so they left behind their Ultegra hub.
Are these hubs like serviceable? Let's say I wanted to put new bearings in it one of these days.
Yeah, they are totally serviceable. I actually threw new bearings in this one.
You did?
Yeah, it's just because I built the wheel, they felt smooth. Mm-hmm. I spun the wheel and I could hear some wacky sounds that made me almost sound like it was in the rim. Mm-hmm. And I realized it was just echoes of the grit that was inside the hub. So I pulled the hubs apart, and while I was at it, I just threw new bearings in so that they felt smooth. Put some fresh grease in.
Okay.
And this one's cool because, actually, I thought it would have a grease port on these, but these don't have a grease port. I just threw grease in these.
Okay.
So they're both like really smooth feeling, and
Nice.
should be able to get a year out of it before your rims explode.
Yeah, well, yeah, I started kind of talking a little bit about that. Just the fact that these are the older style rims that they were real boxy and yet really wide. And what I noticed is that, on my other, on those wheels over there, they do start to crack around these eyelets.
Yeah, if you see the light,
Yeah.
you can already see the metal bowing. You can kind of see how the light bounces off, and it used to look flat before there was spoke
Before
tension.
You tensioned it.
And I try to keep the tension in high, but not too high. I figure what's going to save you in this case is trying to have as even spoke tension as possible, so that none of them are pulling too harder than they need to.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's true for every wheel, but I feel like in this case especially.
I wonder if because they're a smaller diameter, they might hold up a little longer. I mean, that's just a total guess, but
Yeah.
well, I mean, I'm just this is a starter set, and since I got the rims for free, basically,
Yeah.
I thought it would be worthwhile to at least use them up before they go to the landfill.
Yeah, no. And the hubs cost me about $20,
Oh man,
which is I think pretty great.
that's
There's a
awesome.
lot of hubs in the graveyard over there.
I like to reuse things as much as I can, especially getting that old touring bike. I realized a lot of the older parts are actually better in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Here, oh, you have that.
Maybe you can
still?
bring it to the kitchen. It might be more light.
Let's weigh these. This feels really light. Now we don't have a skewer on here, but
Let's see if it'll balance on this thing. This might be too heavy for this scale. Let's see. I've got the heavier duty scale.
so this is the front wheel.
I don't know if it'll balance though. Let's see.
Oh, there you go.
What do you want, baby?
787.
781.
Oh, gone.
Okay, so 781 on the front. Okay. And let's check the rear. What do you think the rear is? 960?
9.
Oh no, I'm gonna say no. It's heavier than that. I'm gonna say the rear is 1125. What are you gonna say?
1121.
Oh, you can't do that. Oh.
It goes way off. It's pretty light.
994.
94.
Wow. That's gonna be a pretty light wheel set.
Yeah, I think that's like the beauty and the curse of the wheels. They're just the rims,
Yeah.
too light.
Too light.
Could have
but-
added maybe but that's funny, it's like if you add just a little more strength, it will probably necessarily be like another 100 grams. I'm not good at math.
Yeah.
That good. Oh wait, Monica, you do that?
Well,
here?
it's still under 2
994
kilograms.
and what?
And 781.
81 and 94 is 75.
You're just good at math.
I think so.
Yeah.
And then
So
1775.
1775. No, that's
Well, it's
still
also
under
got
2
rim
kilograms.
tape on it.
And that's
So-
with rim tape,
Yeah.
but doesn't have a skewer. But do they normally weigh it without the skewer?
I think it's without skewers.
Yeah. Okay.
Because skewers, you can get lightweight skewers to
That's everything. And that's with really durable, bomb-proof hubs, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I mean, I would race cross with those. I don't know if I would race downhill with those.
Yeah.
But yeah,
No.
they're good road hubs.
Okay. All right, well, I'll take them then.
When I had this bucket of hubs laid out on the bench, spinning axles. Naomi was on my back, just like looking over my shoulder, I just hand her a hug. Spin slower, she'd get tired and just like give her another hug. and we've just been in axles until we found some good ones.
All right, so
It's a way of life, and I enjoy having, like, well, actually no, sometimes I complain to Monica about this way of life, but I think when you see people appreciate what, like the work and the product, it makes you feel like it makes you feel better. So I appreciate it. Hey, can she play with these?
that is a really big, is that one of those fancy pulley wheels I keep hearing about?
That is a derailleur that I feel like Rivendell made famous.
Rivendell made that to her?
No, it's an Altus rear derailleur, which is like third from bottom of the line.
That's less than $35 for that derailleur?
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like I think it's $35.
But it's got the fancy big
It's not
pulleys.
fancy. It's just big, but they're not. They kind of these days ceramic speed who's probably who you're thinking of.
Yeah.
But they did that a long time ago, like well before ceramic speed was doing that. But
Interesting.
it's just I don't know why they do it, but it's it almost looks like a toy derailleur that way.
Yeah.
But they work great. They work great.
This is a really nice looking bike. I mean, I like all of it. Yeah, man, you did a good job on this. Wow. You got the professional on here too.